here's my thing. I'm inspired by other people to make videos about particular topics because sometimes a thought occurs to me about something. What is occurring to me is the ideal of freedom, of being free to be who you are. You know, a lot of times when I'm just simply being myself, it becomes a big deal. Sometimes my reasons behind why I do things is not that dramatic. I don't really have dramatic purposes or ideals, and I'm not out to change the world or reform the world or improve the world or make it perfect. You know, I'm one of them strange people who actually believes the world that we live in is perfect. Yes, it's perfect with everything that's in it. It's perfect because this is all it can be. I define perfect as the way things are. Seriously. You know, we think about perfect. Perfect is a creation of the human mind. It is, as David Hume would say, a fiction of the mind. That's one of the terms he used. I just love that. Fiction of the mind. The world is perfect the way it is. And each one of us is perfect exactly the way we are. We're perfect. And if we change, we're still perfect. You know, if I get bigger, I'm still perfect. If I get skinnier, I'm perfect. I'm perfect the way I am. I don't have to be something other than what I am. If I'm changing, become something different, or change all I'm going to be changing is superficial things. I'm going to change my appearance. I may change my hair. I might cut my hair, let it grow longer, do something to it. You know, you have the freedom to change all these superficial things, which isn't the real you. The true you is perfect. And the true world is perfect. The world of appearances isn't the world of reality. I think a lot of philosophers have kind of gotten into that. And this kind of even gets to a bit of a religious issue, too. Without going into all the details, I'm not going to sit there and preach religion, but, you know, there is that issue of the world that we live in really isn't the world that we really live in. It's just the world of appearances. And freedom is the freedom to appear whatever way you want to. I was looking at this video called Gender Bender. And I think I may make a link to the video in which this, this is a young lady. She talks about, you know, the whole appearance thing. But I think that's an interesting thought. Appearance. We judge people so much on what people look like. You know, you look at a black person and you say, okay, well, yeah, black people that way. You look at a white person, white people that way. You look at people from all different cultures. We judge people so much on superficial. And one thing I learned from traveling is, you know what, the one thing I come across, a conclusion that I've come to, so to speak, about people is that human nature is the same all over the world, regardless of culture. And that's what I always deal with. You know, when I go to Japan, I think about the nature of people. I may not know a lot of details about Japanese culture, but I get along well. When I go to Mexico, and I go to Mexico many times, I get along with people because I just focus on human nature, not so much culture. Culture is just an incidental truth. It's the nature of people. We all share that same nature in a sense, in the same way that, you know, we all obey the laws of gravity. There's a kind of laws of nature. And that law of nature is the same for all of us. It's no different. But we focus so much on what appears to be different. You know, the world is not the way things appear. You know, one of my emails, because I get so many email accounts, I have this little signature at the bottom, you know, the little saying, an expression I actually got from something Einstein said. I was reading this article and I thought that is just a perfect phrase. And so ever since then, I put it in there when he said that about reality. When he said, reality is the way things are. The way things appear is not the way things are. And I thought that was a perfect quote. I thought that is exactly what I think about things. That reality really is the way things are, but the way things appear is not the way things are. And yet we spend so much time, so much energy, and so much of our mental stuff on the way things appear. You know, what kind of house do you live in? What kind of job do you have? What color are you? What language do you speak? Do you speak with an accent? And that stuff is so unimportant. It really is. It's amazing how unimportant that is. Just something to think about.